Okay, so then the next step is ID, relationship, and connection. The new one is different because the astronauts are going to stay on the moon. So we can see the first idea is talking about that they stayed on the moon for just 3 days. The second idea means they're going to stay on the moon for longer. So because this one is just 3 days and this one is longer, that means that they're different. So now we have to go down here and look at step 4. Now I need to look at my transition words and see what they mean. So our transition words are these answer choices: however, therefore, and also. So however means that there's a change from how something was before. Therefore means the same as is a result of something. And also means in addition shows me two things are the same. So now we need to use process of elimination to find our answer for step 5. So we already said here in our relationship and connection that the two ideas are different. So now we have to think of which answer choice means that it's something different. However means that there is a change. So change means that it's different in some way. So that could be a potential answer choice. B, therefore, means the same as. So if it's the same as, then that's not different. So we can cross out B. And then C also means in addition, shows me that two things are the same. So if they're the same, then they're not different. So we'll cross out C. The correct answer is A because it shows that there is a change. So let's go down. These are the steps that you're always going to be using. So step 1, idea number 1. Step 2, idea number 2. And step 3, the relationship or connection. And then step 4, define the transition words. And step 5, use PO or process of elimination. So you're going to try the next 2 examples on your own using the same thinking we did in the example above. You do. This is the paragraph right here. The moon mission is part of President George W. Bush's long-term space plan. The proposed base is the first step in the bold plan to prepare astronauts for their ultimate destination, Mars. Blank Mars is so far from Earth, traveling there will require humans to stay for long periods of time. Astronauts will not be able to bring enough supplies for the entire mission. They will have to use the elements on Mars to survive. Choose the transition which makes most sense to fill in the blank. A, because. B, so. C, however. So another thing you can do that can help you is plug in the word into the blank and then see if that sentence makes sense. So if we plug because into the sentence would say, because Mars is so far from Earth, traveling there will require humans to stay for long periods of time. So does that make sense? And then if we plug in so Mars is so far from Earth, traveling there will require humans to stay for long periods of time. Does that make sense? And then we'll plug in however. However, Mars is so far from Earth, traveling there will require humans to stay for long periods of time. So think which one makes the most sense. Look at the sentences around it, and then make your answer choice. And then we'll go down to the next one. Blank, some supporters are jumping over the moon about launching a new era of space exploration. Not everyone is pleased with the plan. Critics warn that it will be difficult to fund the moon program. So far, NASA has not put a price tag on the mission, but welcomes participation by other countries to help carry out its plan. Choose a transition word which makes the most sense to fill in the blank. So we'll plug them in again. A, because. Because some supporters are jumping over the moon about launching a new era of space exploration, not everyone is pleased with the plan. B, while. While some supporters are jumping over the moon about launching a new era of space exploration, not everyone is pleased with the plan. C. Therefore. Therefore, some supporters are jumping over the moon about launching a new era of space exploration. Not everyone is pleased with the plan. Make your answer choice, see which one makes the most sense. Okay, now we're going to move on to a mini quiz. So the directions say, complete the mini quiz below to assess your learning. Text your teacher your answers to get your score. Please text Miss Choir your answers too. So this is my number here. So you can text me your answers. And then look for your teacher for their phone number here. So this is your mini quiz. We do have your preview and predict chart. So we have topic, do know, don't know, author's claim. Alright, this is the title where it says women. Women in high power positions head to the forefront of politics. Paragraph 1. Chile, Germany, Liberia. Although those three countries are on separate continents, they have something in common. Each country has had a woman leading its government. Since the 1990s, more than 30 countries have chosen women as heads of government. Is the United States ready to join the pack? Pause there and then fill out your chart from reading the title in the first paragraph. Fill out the topic, do know, and don't know. When you're done with that, we'll go to paragraph 2. That's a question many asked during the 2008 presidential election. Candidates from both the Democratic and Republican parties had their eyes on the White House. One of the candidates in the spotlight was Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, a Democrat from New York. I'm in, and I'm in it to win, the former First Lady, wife of former President Bill Clinton, said at the start of her campaign. While she was not nominated as a Democratic candidate in the election, she did become the Secretary of State in 2009. Does any woman have a chance of occupying the Oval Office? 6 of every 10 Americans think the United States is ready for a woman president, according to Gallup poll. I think it's very realistic for kids today to imagine that they'll see a woman president, and it may happen quickly. Bruce Kane, a political science professor and the director of the University of California, Washington Center, told WR News. There's a pretty widespread acceptance in America that women can do the job. Though the nation has never had a female president, several women hold high positions in government today. Pretty much every barrier has been broken except the presidency and vice presidency, adds Kane. In 1997, Madeleine Albright was appointed the first woman Secretary of State. In 2005, Condoleezza Rice became the first African-American woman to hold that office. The Secretary of State is the country's top diplomat and the highest-ranking member of the President's cabinet or group of close advisors. Go ahead and pause there. Fill out the author's claim in your chart. Make sure your chart is completely filled out. And then we'll go down to the first question. Number 1. What is the main idea of this passage? A. America needs to elect a woman as the next president. B. Women are just as capable as men. C. It seems likely that America could have a woman as president soon. Number 2. Reread the sentences from paragraph 1. Chile, Germany, Liberia. Although these three countries are on separate continents, they have something in common. Each country has had a woman leading its government. Which word could replace although and preserve the meaning of the sentence? A. However. B. While. C. Because. Number 3. Reread paragraph 2. Which of the following statements is supported by the text? B. Hillary Clinton was a Secretary of State before she was president. C. Even though Hillary Clinton did not get elected president in 2008, she still showed that more women are working in government when she became Secretary of State. D. Although Hillary Clinton became Secretary of State in 2009, she was not interested in being in government, so she decided not to run for president. Number 4. Read the sentences from paragraph 2. While she was not nominated as the Democratic candidate in the election, she did become the Secretary of State in 2009. Which word could replace while and keep the meaning of this sentence the same? B. After. C. When. D. Even though. For the rest of the questions, you will not need to use your text. Read the sentences, then choose the best transition word to fill in the blank. Many middle school students feel passionately that they should be allowed to have their phones with them at all times. Blank, adults are concerned about the impact that cell phones can have on young people. While interacting with friends through messages can be fun, the constant connection that we have through our phones can also have a damaging effect on young people. So choose which of these could go in this blank. However, therefore, or so. Number 6. Read the sentences, then choose the best transition word to fill in the blank. American society has changed significantly in the last 50 years. Blank, many people lived in small neighborhood communities where they had close connections with their neighbors. Now people are more likely to interact with a wide range of friends and family who live spread out over a large area. Many of this is the result of increased access to cars and ease of travel. So which word could fill in the blank? B. Before. C. Because. D. While. This is your challenge question. Read the sentences, then choose the best transition words to fill in the blanks. Archaeologists have a fascinating job. They study history, but unlike many historians who spend a lot of time reading and writing, archaeologists spend a lot of time outside. Their job consists of researching a specific historical site and actually digging up the ground to unearth what is hidden below. Blank, it could seem like archaeology is all about action. Research is also very important. Blank, an archaeologist can begin a dig. They do extensive reading to learn all about the site that they are planning to excavate. So choose which word can go in the blank for number 7. Because or while. And then which word can go in the blank for number 8? Meanwhile or before. That's it for today. Go back and recheck all your answers and make sure that you fill them all out and that they're the answers that you wanted to choose. And then go ahead and text your teachers for the results to your mini quiz.